What is up, and welcome to our first career mode here in FIFA 23. Now, I spent a lot of time looking through teams before finally settling on a team to use for this career. I did say at the end of FIFA 22 we're going to go back to MLS for FIFA 23, but no team in MLS was really catching my eye. Then I moved abroad over to Europe to look through teams over there, and I still couldn't figure out a team to use. And then it dawned on me that for the first time really ever, the Seattle Sounders could use a little bit of help here. They missed the playoffs for the first time in franchise history, and they could use a little bit of a retool. So that is exactly what we're going to do. So this is what we're looking at for a fully healthy Seattle Sounders lineup. This is what it would look like in real life if everyone was healthy. And straight away, there are a lot of issues with this team. There's a lot of talent in the team, but I don't feel like some of the players are put in the best position to succeed. I don't think Christian Roldan is necessarily best utilized as a wide midfielder. I think he's much more effective in the middle of the field. I also don't think Jordan Morris, in my opinion, is a winger at all. The only thing that he possesses that makes him suited for the wing is speed. He doesn't have great positioning. He doesn't have great awareness. Tactically, he's kind of a mess out wide. He's much better suited as sort of a support striker up top. So we will make that change coming up here with this team as well. So we're going to make a lot of changes to this team. And it's going to be painful, maybe. It's going to be hard to do as a Sounders fan myself, because we're going to have to make a lot of tough decisions. But we're going to reshape this team and get back to the core of what makes the Sounders so good. And the first change that we're going to make is not bringing in any players. It's a full system formation change. And this is what we're going to go with. No more wingers, because honestly, we don't have any in this team. That was a big flaw for the Sounders this past season. Something they should have addressed if they were going to use wide midfielders, was bringing in some help in that position, and they did not. So we're just going to eliminate that position altogether. Move Jordan Morris back up top in that support striker role that makes him so much more effective, next to Rui Diaz or whoever we decide is going to be his strike partner this year. Rusnak in there. I know Nico's not in there right now. There's going to be a lot of rotation in that 4-diamond midfield, but I'm going to go with Rusnak in the center attacking mid spot for now, just because he is a designated player, and I do think he is very, very talented. Just kind of got stuck without a position this season for the Sounders. We have Christian Roldan back in a position I think he's more suited for. João Paulo right now anchoring the middle of the field, and then Obed Vargas, a youngster, in there next to the 3 veteran players. But I also really want to focus on the youth that the Sounders have. They have a very, very good youth academy with, as I mentioned, Obed Vargas. They also have Atencio, Leyva, further down, Dobler, Ocampo Chavez, Baker Whiting, all teenagers that have come out of the Sounders Youth Academy. And I want to keep that going, and I want to actually create opportunities for that youth. So even if we sell a player like João Paulo, we're probably going to go with a youngster to fill that position. And I'm not sure I'm going to really buy any players for this team, at least not in the short term, outside of maybe a designated player or two. Now, since we are changing formations and eliminating the winger position, we're having to readjust some players' positions, like moving Jordan Morris back to striker, Christian Roldan back to center mid. But we also have the issue with Leo Chu. He's the only player in the team that only plays out wide. And I was considering selling him, but he's only 21 years old. He has pretty decent potential. And he's still young enough that he could grow into a new position and still be a useful part of this team. So I think we're going to move him. I was between center attacking mid and striker for him. His finishing isn't bad, but I did mention I want to try to put players in the best position to succeed. And he likes to play with the ball at his feet, so I think center attacking mid is going to be the way to go for him. So we'll switch his position, and we'll see what he can give us this season. Now, taking a look at the squad again, I think there is a position we can go for an immediate upgrade on. In this new formation, the left back and right back are going to be crucial for providing athleticism and width for this squad. I don't have any issues with Nuhu, obviously super athletic. Going forward is a little bit sketchy with him, but I think he can still grow into that role. On the other side, Alex Roldan, while I do love him, not very athletic, not a very good defender either. I think, given that he's only a rotation player, we can actually upgrade this spot and still keep him in the team and keep him involved. He's not going to get phased out. He still will get game time, but I think we can go for an improvement in this right back spot that gives us a little bit more athleticism. And was there ever really a question who we were going to get on the right back? I don't know why Nico Ladero is naked or in his underwear, but we're bringing in DeAndre Yedlin. We're bringing the kid home. He's going to be our new right back with Seattle. I do like these new cutscenes. These are very nice. We have our first offer in now for one of our players, and the offer is for Arriaga, and this is an interesting one. He's on an expiring contract, and I wasn't sure I was going to re-sign him. Not because of his quality. I think he's fine. He's a starting quality center back in MLS. The issue is, he goes away on international duty with Ecuador quite a bit, and typically in MLS, you play through international windows, which means we're without him quite a bit, and that kills us. I think because of that issue where he's gone a lot, we have to move on from him. And with Arriaga gone, we need a new center back. And I know RSL fans are a little bit salty about the Albert Rusnak deal. They're really not going to like this one, because our new center back is the one and only Justin Glad. He's on an expiring contract. We got him for pretty cheap, I think 2.5 million. It's a really good deal. At 24 years old, got tons of potential in him. We scoop him up at a really, really good price. So we have an offer in now for Christian Roldan, and this is going to be one of the interesting things with this series. Are we going to be selling our up-and-coming younger American players? American players are a hot commodity in the European market right now. Christian is, with the changes we're making to the team, he's going to be the team captain. I'm very hesitant to sell him. Augsburg's offer is well below his market value, so I'm definitely not going to accept this deal. But if an offer comes along from maybe a bigger team and the offer is right, I'd be at least willing to listen. But it has to really be the right offer for us and for Christian, and I don't think this is it. We are up to deadline day now, and we have a couple of offers on the table. The first one, we're just waiting for this loan offer for Andrew Thomas to go through, our third string goalkeeper. The next two, though, the first one is for João Paulo. Toulouse has paid his release clause of 8.2 million, which is well above his market value, and we're absolutely stacked in the center mid position with good young center mids in this team, and I did say I was committed to getting them more playing time. As much as I like João Paulo, that offer is just too good to pass up. If they pay that release clause, I'm gonna let him go. I'm okay with letting him go for that money. The next one, though, Obed Vargas from Roma. That's a big move for a kid that's only 16 years old and doesn't have much playing time under his belt. Missed half of this season with a stress fracture in his vertebrae, I think it was. So I'm actually going to decline that one. I think he needs at least another year or two. Let him get up to like the 74, 75 rating, somewhere in there. Then we'll revisit a move abroad for him. So deadline day has come and gone, and unfortunately, the move for João Paulo broke down with Toulouse, so we're not going to get that 8.2 million. Not that it matters, we have plenty of money to do whatever we want. But we do have another offer in from Southampton, which I'm going to accept. I'm still willing to let him leave, and that's still decent money for us, and a lot closer to his market value anyway. And this will allow us to transition into those younger players a little bit more gradually as he'll leave in the summer transfer window now. And then we got an offer in for Raul Ruidiaz. I will say right now, I'm not going to sell him this season. I'm definitely not going to move him, accept this offer and let him leave mid-season. That doesn't make sense for us at all whatsoever. I'm going to hang on to him for this year. Next year, most likely, we will listen to offers and probably move on from him. I love him. He's a quality player, but A, he's always hurt, and B, when he's not hurt, he's away on international duty, which, as we discussed with Arriaga, that's not good for an MLS team, especially for a designated player like Ruidiaz. So we're going to run it back mostly with the squad that we have. I think the formation change is going to help us a lot. But next season, we're going to have to make some tough decisions. So we are up to the first game of the regular season now, and I'm not going to lie, I messed up a little bit. I played the preseason tournament with the younger players, which meant they were the ones doing the training in the offseason. So the sharpness for the first team isn't where I like it to be. It's actually pretty bad, especially across the back line and that defense, but I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll work on the sharpness as we go along. We'll work our way into the season slowly, but this first match might be a little sloppy. Yo, Christian Roldan has his own tifo with the captain's armband. That is so sick. Yo, it's the little things in career mode like that, little additions that they feel so good and make it such a better experience. I love that. Oh, this could be a bad counterattack. Well played, DeAndre Yedlin. And a good ball finding Rusnak in there for Rui Diaz. Oh, flashes the shot just wide. That could be that sharpness we were talking about. Oh, up the wing comes Nashville. Ooh, get a little out of position there. Oh, that's just unfortunate is what that is. It's a slight misplay at the back from us. Nashville's got the early 1-0 lead through CJ Sapong. There you go, Rui Diaz through for Jordan. He's going to have the shot on his left foot, Jordan Morris. Instant answer from the Sounders. Who said Jordan Morris doesn't have a left foot? Actually, he probably would say he doesn't have a left foot, but it doesn't matter. We've equalized. Albert Rusnak on this free kick. 32, yeah, that seems a little bit far. Well, let's just play it here. And then through. That was perfect! What was that shot? Who took that shot? And why did he put it into the parking lot? That was so perfect. It was Rui Diaz! How? All right, second half. Our attack has been very good. Our defense, I think it's mostly just the way defense works in FIFA 23, but it's been a bit shaky. That's a good ball for Jordan. Back in there, Rui Diaz! This time does not miss. That is the play that we're looking for between Morris and Rui Diaz. Let Morris run, because that's what he likes to do. Occupy defenders, and then find Rui Diaz. Let Rui Diaz operate in that space. Free him up and get those shots. That's what we like to see. Good layoff there. We're back through here. We find this ball for Jordan. Takes it inside. Finds it to Rui Diaz. Put it away. He's not going to miss very much. He's missed a lot today, but he's got to figure it out. Again, the sharpness is not quite there with the team. That's my fault. That's on me. But we're going to get there. When we do, this team, this front two of Rui Diaz and Morris is going to be lethal. Finds it to Roldan. Roldan with space. He's going to take the space. Christian still go. They just let him. That was so bizarre. So bizarre. It's like everybody was marking somebody, but nobody stopped the guy with the ball. And Christian, with the armband, just walks in and puts it in the net. That was just very odd. And there is the final whistle. 4-1 at home to start off the season for Seattle. Love that. Excellent performance. Defense, it takes some getting used to with the way the game plays now. I'm also trying to figure out difficulty and sliders and things like that still. So it was a little bit one-sided in that one, but I like what we saw from the team. So with that, we're actually going to wrap it up there for this first episode. A bit of a shorter one to start off with, but with all the training drills you have to do at the start of a career mode, it actually takes forever to get through for me. So we start off with a win. Only 4 teams in the West started the season with a win, which is not very many. In the East, wow, 9 teams started with a win in the East. That is impressive and a little weird. Either way, we sit atop the Western Conference. We'll see if we can stay there for the whole season. And that's where we're going to end it for this one. If you did enjoy, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see when we come back for some more Sounders career. See ya.